Hey, pretty exciting night tonight. Nathaniel's going to learn how to paint. Actually, we're both going to learn how to paint. I've never done this, but we'll figure it out together. It's a mixture of paint and hardener. I'm just doing a single stage black for his engine bay tonight. I've got a new gun, I've got some paint, I've got some hardener, I've got some mixing cups, filters, all that good stuff. So this is a good place to do some testing and a first time paint job. So here we go. Try to tape this on the back side if you can. And all these on the back side. This one is an air duct. You're gonna have to just do your best from inside here. But this one's not as important because there's actually a whole AC heater, AC unit that goes here anyway. So we just want to tape it off as best we can. It's best to do it from inside if you can, but this one we can't. So
got it.
Anyway. Take that. There you go. Do the driver's side.
Okay.
That's it.
How do you mix it?
How do we mix it?
Yeah.
It's a 4-to-1 mixture.
Okay.
Paint to hardener.
Got it.
Get the paint out of the way. Let's clear off a spot here. That's the hardener. This is the paint.
Yep.
You grab a big flat screw, flat blade screwdriver.
Yep.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of exciting to see actual paint.
Yeah.
So I got you the simplest stuff we could start out with. We're not going to do base coat, clear coat like we talked about. We're just going to do a single stage black, which just means it's all together. All it takes is a little bit of hardener, and this particular paint takes a 4-to-1 mixture. On the side of the cup, it's got different types of ratios of mixtures. We just want the one that says 4-to-1, which is right here.
Got it.
And since we only have two ingredients, we'll fill it up to here with the paint, or up to a certain level of paint, and we only go to the next notch with the hardener. So if we're going to do maybe like a half, we're just going to do one coat tonight. So I'll probably just fill it up to about 5, and then we'll fill it up to 5 on the second notch there with the hardener as well, because that's the proper 4-to-1 ratio.
Got it.
And then we mix it up, put it in the cup, and start painting.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
Hey, you didn't spill.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you are? Oh, you are. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Oh. Oops. All right. That's what we have lacquer thinner for. Grab a towel.
Yeah.
All right. Paint's in. Hardener's next. You see where it goes up to?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's check it out. Yep. Up to the level we wanted. Just splash it?
Almost did.
Almost. This is why we have an old jacket on. Kind of like a black witch's brew.
Yeah.
You gonna taste it?
Yeah. Pour it all in there, I guess.
Yep. Do it over the trash can. There you go. There you go. There you go. Put your lid on. Make sure it's nice and tight. You just tilted it sideways to make sure it was sealed.
Yeah.
That works.
Means that we're trash can.
All right. Hook up your airline.
Oh. Yeah, that works.
Look at the top. It's got a little bleed valve up there.
Yeah.
So you can't tilt the whole thing sideways like that. That's all right. I didn't even know myself, bud, so I just noticed it.
There we go.
Got it on there?
Yep.
All right, next time we'll put the airline on first, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's check the air pressure.
Okay. Can't be too hard.
What's that?
Can't be too hard.
All right, so just keep 6 to 10 inches away.
Yeah.
Keep moving all the time, back and forth. Hold on a second. What's happening?
Nothing. What is happening?
Isn't that working?
No. Huh.
Why is it spraying paint when I push the button, but when you do it, it's not? Are you holding it all the way? There you go.
I wasn't holding it all the way.
Yeah, you got to push it all the way. That's the thing. Don't! Okay, we ran out of time. Like always, right, bud?
Yep.
But we got as much done as we could, and it looks pretty good. I'm hurrying up and cleaning up the gun. He's cleaning up himself, and then we got to hit the road, and I got to get him back to his mom. So I think before we put our second coat on, we're going to wait until this weekend and give ourselves a little more time to do this. We were just trying to cram too much into one night tonight, but I was kind of excited to do this. It was all prepped and ready to go, but we still ran out of time. So the gun is cleaned as much as I can for now. I'll finish it up when I get back. So good night. Hey, we're back. It's Saturday. We're going to put a second coat of paint on the engine bay here, but because we waited over the 18 to 24 hour period of the putting on the first coat, we're going to have to scuff it up quite a bit to get better adhesion. So that's what we're doing right now. You see Nathaniel in the background there doing that. So we're going to do that. And then, as you can also see, I mocked up an old fender of mine. This is actually one of the original fenders off of my car. It really sucks because it's a really good rust-free example of it, but you can't really tell by looking at it. But the inner fender lip right there is actually caved in. Had it parked out in the street several years ago, and a snowplow came by and didn't realize how long he was, and came by and sideswiped the car and crushed all it in, and it's just impossible to fix all those hard lines. So unfortunate, but it does give us a good test fender. We're going to spray paint it first, get the gun adjusted to where we think it should be, and then take off on the engine bay and get it done today. Man, these things are about worn out. This one's got a little bit of scuff left to it. I hate scuffing up all this pretty looking paint, but
I don't mind it as long as we know we're going to paint it right after. So.
Yep. Another coat's going to go right on top.
Probably have to move the fender after we're done painting on it so we can get the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to get the top really well too.
Yeah.
And up in here. I guess this is what it feels like for the guys that just put a beautiful coat of glossy paint on their car. And then they go right into sanding it so that they can cut and buff the thing and make it even shinier. But when you first start sanding it, you're like, it looks like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oops, that's a hole.
Oh,
I pushed right through the tape there.
That's alright. I can retape it.
Ah, dang on. Coffee is good too. I guess this looks alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Blow it off. Wipe it down with some wax and grease remover. We'll start mixing up some stuff. Oh! I got goosed.
Back into it.
Huh?
Back into it.
I backed into it. Hey.
Yep.
Get this stuff mixed up here. York. You know where your marks are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, we got just enough. Good. All right. Stir it up. There you go, bud.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Kind of light.
It's not bad.
That's good.
That's actually pretty good, yeah. Okay. Go forth and spray. Hang on a second. Wow, look at that is really. That's not right. That's too much orange peel. Yeah, mess with that area again a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Alright, then. Do that again, maybe?
Not just yet.
Okay.
To be honest, it's not going to be seen. This part will be seen though, so now that you got it adjusted right, you should be in good shape. Still got your arm, didn't you? Okay, bring it over. Just set it on the towel for now. I'm going to get the rest of this apart. The part that's easy to get is this nozzle right here, so I can unscrew that.
Yeah, I got
And then just take that nozzle and throw it inside the lacquer thinner for now.
Yep.
We'll take it clean here a little bit. Now that requires a wrench. It's the largest size on there. Grab the gun, slide it over the slots, and then take that front nozzle off. Got it? It's on there pretty tight, so. And I'll have to loose it that way. Yeah, the other way.
Okay.
Now the needle itself needs to come out. This gasket needs to stay out. Throw it in there. Unscrew that whole thing off. And there's a spring. Go ahead and throw all that inside the.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
And then that needle comes all the way out and just gotta pull it out. All right. Let that stuff soak for now. Let's clean this gun in the meantime. Bring it over top of this towel right here. And really, just get your stuff nice and wet inside here. And start brushing it out. Just watch your clothes really closely, okay?
Yep.
And then take this brush here. Brush around the outside as well, because you got paint on the sides. Okay.
Got it.
And then go through the center there, go through the center there. Once you get done with that, careful it'll spot your eyes too, so.
Yeah.
There you go. And soak it up some more.
Yeah. Alright.
And just keep doing that. Remember when you would press the trigger and the gun would stick a little bit and keep spraying?
Yep.
That's because the passage that this needle goes through is really tight, and the paint was starting to come up a little bit.
Yep.
And it was sticking right in here.
Got it.
All right, guys. We're done for the day. I ran out of space on my phone, so I couldn't film a wrap-up when we actually got done. So I've cleared off a few things, and there's the finished result. We had a lot of trouble with the gun settings today, the air pressure and the flow. I upped the pressure just a little bit. It actually came out great the first time. I don't know why I really messed with it, but people were telling me online that I was running it with way too low a pressure. And I made a couple other adjustments as well, and that just boogered it all up. So it took us a while to get it back to something that worked. So let me show you what it looks like. Got a nice glossy finish on the back firewall there, and we just about got the inner fenders figured out, and we were getting ready to respray those when we ran out of paint. So there's a little bit of orange peel, but we got our gloss back on the front. Looks about like it did last time. It just has a second coat now, and it's the coverage is much better. And same thing with our engine mounts and radiator support assembly right there that I just bumped into. So it's been a good day. Nathaniel likes painting. I'm thrilled that he loves it so much. I just wish we had more of a trouble-free day with the gun, but that's okay. That's part of the learning process. Today we had more time to actually take the gun apart and get it cleaned and put it away. So he got to learn that now as well. Last time we just ran out of time and had to dart out the door to get him back home. So that's why we waited until the weekend to do all that, so we could take our time, get it right, and then learn how to clean up our tools and put them away. So, which is just as valuable a lesson. So, lots done. We're going to move on to the next project, which is probably getting the front end and fenders assembled on this thing for the final time. Yes! And then we'll probably move on to building a motor, as well as doing some wiring. So, stay with us. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I promise there'll be a lot more progress very soon. Take care. And because, see, there I go. Watch your butt behind you. Ah!